We're learning more about the $21 million in rent assistance fund the city of Portland discovered. Then it was going unspent.
Yeah, the city council has debated for hours but has not determined how the millions will be dispersed. Fox 12's Julia Lopez is live in studio after listening in on the meetings. So, Julia, remind us, where did these funds come from?
We're not entirely clear how $21 million was discovered unused. Last month, Councilor Candace Avalos told us it was a financial error, a miscalculation within the Rental Services Office. It's $20.7 million, to be exact, accumulated from rental fees paid by landlords. Avalos introduced a budget resolution alongside other District 1 council members in early December. The money would be allocated primarily to rental assistance through the Portland Housing Bureau and emergency vouchers, with smaller amounts going to other programs like landlord education. She says the goal is to prevent homelessness by helping people pay rent and avoid evictions. After today, there's several amendments on the table, with councilors disagreeing on how the money can be maximized. Some propose giving funds directly to nonprofits.
There's simply not enough dollars to do all the work that we are charged to do, but we're doing it one chip at a time.
Once evicted, so the social services and aid that many of these households rely on to live and support can become much harder to obtain. This makes it a nearly impossible task for these community members to get back into housing and reobtain the social services and aid needed.
Proposals also suggest ensuring some of this money goes directly to Portland's most vulnerable neighborhoods in North and Northeast, represented in part by Avalos and President Jamie Dunphy.
We should never find $20 million that is dedicated to serving our people. And I want to let you know that the process around this also wasn't how I would have liked to have seen it go. It is unlikely, but certainly possible, that there is a couch cushion somewhere in the city that has other dollars sitting in it. And if that becomes the case, as we are checking every couch cushion and auditing every fund and determining where every dollar is supposed to be, it is my dedication to you that we will change the process, and it'll be different if we do find those funds going forward. But we are doing the best with what we can right now.
City Council plans to meet next week to continue discussing amendments still on the table and hope to vote on a final resolution. Reporting live in studio, Julia Lopez, Fox 12 Oregon.
Julia, thank you.